Good day everyone, I am Azrapil Malako Muhammad from Group 4.
So now, pag-uusapan natin ang tungkol sa conservation of angular momentum in Reynolds transport theorem. So first, pag-usapan muna natin kung ano ba ang angular momentum. So angular momentum is a measure of the rotational motion of an object such as pump, compressor, and turbine. And now, balikan muna natin kung ano ang formula ng Reynolds transport theorem. So here is the formula of the Reynolds transport theorem. This term is the rate of the change of B within the system. Then this is the rate of change of B within the control volume. And this is the net flux of B through the control surface. Ang B na to is the extensive properties. So now, i-define muna natin kung ano ba ang ating extensive properties. So since ang pinag-uusapan natin ay sa angular momentum, ito na yung magiging extensive properties natin. So let B is equal to M quantity R times B, where M is the mass of the fluid element, R is the position vector of the fluid element, and B is the velocity vector of the fluid element. So now, nakuha na natin yung value ng B. So, kukunin naman natin yung small letter B, which is represented as specific angular momentum. So, B is equal to angular momentum all over mass. So, we can get R times V. So, now, is-substitute na natin ang angular momentum at saka specific angular momentum. So, now, we can get this. So, this term ay magiging rate of the change of the angular momentum of the system. And this is the rate of the change of angular momentum of the contents of control volume. And this is net rate of flow of angular momentum through the control surface. So, according to the principle of conservation of angular momentum, the sum of external torques acting on a system is equal of the rate of change of angular momentum. So, this term is mapapalitan na natin into this. So, ito na yung magiging itsura niya. So, alam naman natin itong term na to is a vector where summation of torque is a vector sum of the summation x direction, y direction, and the g direction. So, kung isosolve natin sila in each direction, halos similar lang sila ng form. Ito yung magiging formula nila. So, kapag naman ang pag-uusapan natin is steady flow, so kapag naman ang problem natin is the steady flow, so itong term na to is makakancel na since for steady flow is equal to 0 na siya. And now, ang matitira na lang is ito. Kung ang problem ay steady flow. So, for one-dimensional multiple inlets and outlets, the net rate of flow of angular momentum in control surface would be equal to this. And kung i-simplify na natin siya into this formula, ito na yung magiging outcomes niya. So, itong one-dimension multiple inlets and outlets ay ang example nito is the sprinkle. So, in this change in moment of fluid momentum around an axis can result in torque and rotation around the same axis.
So now we moved on the example problem,
which is water at 20 Celsius flows steadily through the elbow as shown in the figure and exits to the atmosphere. The pipe diameter is D1, which is the inlet, is equal to 10 cm, while the outlet diameter 2 is equal to 3 cm. At weight flow rate of 150 Newton per seconds, the pressure is equal to 2.3 atmospheric gauge. Neglecting the weight of water and elbow, estimate the velocity at exit, force on the flange bolt at section 1, and the torque caused around the flange at 1. So first, i-identify muna natin ang mga given. So, weight of the flow rate is equal to 150 Newton per seconds, and the pressure 1 is equal to 2.3 atmospheric pressure, and the P2 is equal to 0, and the diameter 1 is equal to 10 cm. So, i-convert lang muna natin siya into meter. So we can get 0.1 meter.
So sa dito naman is equal to 3 cm, i-convert lang din natin siya. So magiging 0.03 meter. So now isosolve naman natin ang kanilang mass flow rate, which is ang mass flow rate is equal to weight all over gravity. So is equal to 150 Newton per second all over 9.81 meter per second squared. So i-convert muna natin ang Newton into kilogram meter per second squared. So now we can get 150 kilogram meter per second cube all over 9.81 meter per second squared. So magiging equivalent nito is 15.3 kilogram per second, since ang meter is makakancel na and kaya may natira pang seconds because mayroong isang second cube. Kaya naging kilogram per seconds na lamang. So now, i-identify naman natin ang kanilang volumetric flow rate, which is volumetric flow rate is equal to mass flow rate all over the water density. Since nakuha ng mass flow rate, i-substitute na lang natin at ang water density is equal to 1,000 kg per cubic meter. And we can get 0.0153 meter cube per seconds. So now let's move to identifying the velocity. So velocity is equal to volumetric flow rate all over area. This formula is derived by the volumetric formula, which is the velocity times area. So now isa-substitute na lang natin ang kanilang mga value. So sa volumetric flow rate is equal to 0.0153 meter cube per seconds. And the area is equal, ang magiging formula niya is pi all over 4 quantity d1 squared. And isa-substitute na lang natin ang value ng d1, which is 0.1 meter. So now we can get 1.947 meter per seconds in inlet. And now i-solve natin ang V2, which is the outlet. Halos same lang sila ng process. Ang mapapalitan lang ay ang value ng D, which is ang magamit natin na value is ang value ng D2. So now we can get 21.632 meter per seconds in outlet. And now let's move to the solving for the force. So since ang problem is steady flow, makakancel lang natin itong term na to. So now we can get P1 A1 plus P2 A2 cos 40, which is kasi curve ito, and then plus Rx is equal to mass flow quantity negative V2 cos 40 in out minus mass flow rate quantity V1 inlet. So isa-substitute muna natin ang mga formula ng area, and itong P2A2 cos 40 is magiging 0 na because di ba ang P2 natin is equal to 0, kaya magiging 0 na siya. Plus Rx is equal to negative MB2 cos 40 minus M quantity B1. I-multiply lang natin sila. And now, isa-substitute na lang natin ang mga value nila, which is ang P1 is equal to 2.1 atmospheric pressure, and i-convert natin siya into Newton per meter squared. And we can get 1011325 Newton per meter squared all over 1 atmospheric pressure is makakancel na siya times pi all over 4 quantity 0.1 meters squared plus Rx is equal to negative 15.3 kg per seconds times 21.632 meter per seconds cos 40 minus 15.3 kg per seconds times 1.947 meter per seconds. So now we can get 1,830 Newton plus Rx is equal to negative 29.8 Newton minus 253.5 Newton. So ita-transfer lang natin ang 1,830 Newton. So now we can get Rx is equal to negative 28.8 Newton minus 253.5 Newton minus 1,830 Newton. And now we can get Rx is equal to negative 2,113 Newton. So since ang Rx natin is opposite direction from the force, so we can assume that the force is equal to positive 2,113 Newton. So now let's move on to the solving for the torque. And again, 'di ba, kapag ang problem natin is the steady state flow, the change of angular momentum in control volume is makakancel na. So matitira na lang is ito. So let TO be the reaction moment at the plunge O. So now we can get TO plus quantity RO1 times P1A1x quantity plus RO2 quantity P2A2 cos 40x plus P2A2 sin 40y is equal to RO2 times BO2 mass flow out minus RO1 times BO2 quantity M1 inlet. So RO1 here is equal to 0 and RO2 is equal to 1.2 Y and P2 is equal to 0. Makakancel na itong mga ito. So kukunin muna natin ang magiging value ng B2, which is negative velocity outlet cos 40x minus velocity outlet sin 40y. So i-substitute muna lang natin ang mga value ng velocity. So now we can get negative quantity 21.632 meter per second quantity cos 40x minus 21.632 meter per second quantity sin 40y. So now we can get negative 16.6x minus 13.9y. So now let's simplify the formula again. So 'di ba ito lang yung natira kanina kasi na-cancel na yung iba. And now i-substitute na lang natin ang lahat ng value para makuha natin yung TO. So now 15.3 quantity negative 1.2 meter in y direction times negative 16.6 meter per second in x direction minus 13.9 meter per second in y direction. So now TO is equal to 15.3 quantity negative 19.92 Z quantity. So kaya naging Z na dito because of the resulting vector is determined by the right hand rule. So now TO or the torque is equal to negative 304 Z Newton meter. And that's all. Thank you for your attention.